Good morning. It's Tuesday. I'm just going down to check on Grace, take some rubble sacks down and everything, and I've got to sort her and tidy her out this week. There's been quite a few drastic changes and issues and situations coming up that is completely going to change my way going forward, to the extent that I'll probably have to cancel all insulation, everything. I'm having to sort of just buy some basic survival things like bed, bath, cooker, whatever, and build the cat area myself, and all sorts of things going on. Anyway, I'll go over that later. You know, my future is very unknown at the moment. All down in finances. Now with the new COVID, it's just completely thrown me off track, and that will obviously affect my work going forward as well. And after living 2 years on the credit cards, I have nothing left. So yeah, we've got to get me and the cats in the lorry by March. We've got 3 events in March, and we have to be able to get there. That would be without insulation, without heating, without kitchen, without electrics, without anything apart from a chair and us, basically. I can't necessarily sell Destiny to help, because obviously I need her as a run around and to get to places, but we'll see what happens. That may be a necessity, but you know, let's see what we can do. I'm very overwhelmed. You know, they have to find a way to survive. Yeah, you know, I may have 1 or 2 litters due, but obviously, and if they come, they're not going to be, those kittens won't be released till May, so I won't get the funds from that till then. I just really don't know what to do. Anyway, let's go see if Grace starts. Let's go and do some tidying up, and I'll go over the new layout plans and what's going to be in her later. Anyway, catch you soon. So I'm going to do a voiceover at this bit because everything I said before was wrong. I've changed the layout. So here, as you can see, I've got all the rubbish, metal, old kitchen, everything to go. I've got a scrap man come in to take that in return for clearing the rubbish. Here we go into the back. Now, this is my ply. I've got 13 sheets of ply here. What I've got to do here is obviously line out the back of the lorry. I desperately need to get that bar off and replace this side, because I cannot put the log burner in that corner or on that side unless the floor and the wall is done at least on that side. Alongside this bit for the mate do will be well, I'll have to probably put eventually be a kitchen along here and the log burner on the side. This side over here is going to be a bath with a settee over the top. So the bath's going to be sunk down. There'll be a step up to the settee. So we're going to have a raised floor. So the patio fencing can go underneath. And as you say, here I'm pointing at here will be the bath. That's where the log burner is going to go. The rest of it's going to be all kitchen. But as I'm showing there, I can't even fix the fire in without that wall being insulated as a minimum and the floor being put down as a minimum, so I can secure that log burner in and use it so I have heat. I'm just saying here that I was planning to put the bath in this section, but actually that's just going to be a corner kitchen, and in here the wardrobe and toilet area is going to remain the same. The bath could go in that area I'm showing now and make it with a desk over the top, but I'm actually going to have that as a bed now. That goes back to the original idea of putting a bed, because even as a mate do, I can just put a bit of board across there to lie on. Bearing in mind, as a mate do, I have to keep this as it is. I can't take any partitions down. I'm not going to be insulating this at all. It's going to stay as is. Now I'm going to be putting an extra door in this section here, because this is also going to be the cat's area. That is where the partition is. I wanted to keep and knock the rest down, so I had the rest of the lorry to myself. In here, as I'm pointing out, I want to put a door in so I can actually enclose the cats into this living area, and they can then have a bit of freedom and come out and be free, because there is enough space for 2 cages to actually go on top of the luton. So they are going to be moved into that section and then have this little bit of a living separate. So obviously I can shut that door, come in and out the door, and be a little door here. That allow the bath, that toilet area and wardrobe to be in my section. Eventually I'd like to knock that whole partition down so you can then see through, but obviously I haven't got the funds to do that right now. So in here, this would be a little grill across here with a little cat flap through or lift up through, so the cats can use the front of the cab as well. And then also, this is where the cages go on top of the luton. 2 of my actual black cages do fit in here. I have measured, so that's perfect, just for make do. And I'll put a bit of board across the front just to stop them falling out. So that's actually ideal for when we're travelling. Even if I've got the babies in there as well, they can travel safely. And then by having that spare door in to partition that bit area off, they can also travel loose if need be without being a threat to me. So okay, across here, I say I'm going to have a bed. My desk at home will go on this side. I thought it wouldn't go through the doors, but actually it comes apart, so I can put my desk here, and that's obviously where I can sort of do my artwork or cook or write or whatever if I don't put a table on the other side. So even across here, if I can't manage to take these partitions down, then I can put a board across for a bed. The step up will be remaining as a seat. That's already there, so that work's already done. Okay, so as I say, this toilet wardrobe is staying as it is, and we want a door this side. That would just have to replace the hinges. I might even sort of take that door off once I've got the other door in so I can see through. But at the same time, it'll keep it warm and secure. So right now, obviously, I've got to just do a make do. In here at the moment would be the fire, the bath would be travelling in the back there. It can't go anywhere else. And the ply, obviously. And I'll probably put a settee or something in the back just at the moment, just so I got a comfortable seat. But I really do need that fire secured in. The reason why I'm having a bath is because having no water or electric or anything, that would be hand filled. I can washing up in it, and it'd be emptied out to ground. And also it'd be hidden. Be a nice feature for the van, and something that I really would like to have. So in here, it's just a matter of just tidying up now. I can't really insulate in here. It is what it is. I don't think it will change much. I haven't measured the windows and everything, but this will be left for later. But just by putting the cages in, doing that little window and putting the door in, it's ready to go. I can get my desk in, I can get a bed in, that's ready to go. And in here, like I say, we just travel the fire, and I might probably bring my little settee in, so I've got a nice seat to sit in, and this will be my space. I obviously need to sort out the windows to secure them. But the big job I got to do at the moment, I say, not just doing the cat area. If I can afford it, I'd like to have this wall done. At least get this wall done. But obviously, the floor needs replacing as well now, because it will be a raised floor or a sunken floor or whatever. So this ply will now have to be used to replace the floor and insulate the walls. If I can get enough made together just to do the installation on this wall, then I can at least then get the fire in and secure. And then, I might be able to then start working on a little bit, put a kitchen table in to cook on, and it's sorted. And I can sit in the bed in the other room. But this is going to be my living space. I'm gaining the living space by the cats not having this. I'll have the patio now. The cats will have the other area and the front of the cab, but I'll also be sharing it. So I can actually try to keep them away from my area and actually have a nice cosy area. There's cat free, but obviously they need the room, so no doubt they'll be running backwards and forwards. So all these kit boards and everything would be going off to Scrapman. I was going to keep them for the base of the bed, but it's just explained here, this is where the new door is going to go, and I'm going to put a wardrobe to the left of it as well. It's going to be a wardrobe and a door here, probably build a framework in here, all the way across there, so a door to the right, and this will be the side of the cupboard to the left, and it'd be opening inwards. I'll probably struggle where to put the wheel. There should be enough room for the wheel. But say that's going to be the cat space. And here's the toilet wardrobe area. It's 2 foot across. I'll be taking all those saddle racks off, keep the clothes racks, and I can put my new bucket in here. And I can just about fit in here. So that again can stay as a wardrobe and loo space. So it works. So, you know, for the make do, I'm not going to ruin it. It's nice and dry. The walls are quite, you know, so good. I don't really want to ruin it and take them down. Why ruin something that's nice there? I can make it work. And for now, like I said, we've just got to do a make do and make it livable for us all so we can sort of move and travel. And that's a nice secure space. So it'd be just a matter of replacing the bolts and everything that's on the doors that aren't working and making that little hallway. There you go. That's where the door's going to go, and that's where the cupboard's going to go across there, all floor to ceiling, the cupboard, and then my desk, 4 foot desk, and there's my 1 foot seat all the way across, a step seat up to the cats. And they say the cages just lift into there quite easily, and then later on obviously I can get it so I can have it so it's a bit bigger for them, but I think the cages will be fine for now. And also, like I say, there we go, that's where the table's going to go across here. My desk actually has all drawers and everything, so I can do my art, my writing, everything else. So across here, I just put a bit of plywood to the bed, but if I can get that partition with that section with all the rubbish in out, there should be enough room to have a 6 foot bed across there, and I can actually put a single bed in there, which would be quite nice touch of a real bed. Say otherwise it's a make do with a bit of board on top and a mattress. So this is the step seat up that's already there. If we can get that to have lids on to have storage, then all the batteries will go in there, and diesel heater and cat litter. I say I've just got to clear all this junk out. That's going to be cleared off soon. This is just showing here where it's quite flat on the wall, so the cages will fit straight before it goes down to the curve, and the curved area would remain free, and also that's where a little bit damp is in the corner, so the cats won't be affected by anything dripping in or anything, and I can leave all the sealing of the windows and that later. Here I need to make it so the door shuts and opens on the outside as well. And it's such a tiny door, you can't get things from the back in. This would be the issue. I couldn't get anything I wanted through these doors without knocking the partitions down. So because it's going to be make do, then I'm going to have to sort of move keep my bigger furniture into this area and make this into my space. There are 2 windows that are completely open at the top, so I need to sort of cover them somehow. And if I can get that kickboard off and the bar off and insulate this, great. It all depends how much the insulation is going to be, because I've got the ply. I didn't want to have it plied, I actually want it tongue and grooved, but right now, I mean, you know, I've got the ply there, so I'll have to make do with the ply. I can always tongue and groove over the top for aesthetics. So yeah, we're just showing here again where I've got room for a cupboard over the top still, and I designed that so there'd be a cupboard and like an open top cupboard, so I can put boxes on top, but also the cats can sit on top if need be. Obviously I've already torn some of the carpet off, and I'll be cladding over that to make it look quite nicer. So I'll probably cut the carpet off and then just do a cladding over the top just to make it a little bit smarter when I can afford to do that. But the cats will enjoy climbing up the carpet anyway. But I'll probably cut that off with a bit of knife. And when the cats can actually, I'll be putting a grill here, a little gateway through there, and the cats can sit this side of it if I put it in the cab side. So, and then when they go through as well, they've got plenty of space to sit in the front, and they love looking at the window. So when we're parked up, they're gaining all this space to come out into and the cab, and I can actually go off into the back room and have my sort of bit of time away from them if need be. But it's just somewhere they can go and get used to. So there we go. This is where I put all the ply upright with a kickboard to make space, just to put a board on the floor ready for the bath to go on, because at the moment I've just got to bring it in here for storage and have it here. Whether or not I can move it around to the side or not, I don't know, but obviously any work needed doing, we'd have to sort of move the bath out and the plywood out before we do anything. But it is a modern bath, and it's movable by 2 people. Apparently, we'll find out. So like I say, it's just a matter of I've got to bring this stuff in and store it and be ready to go. Because obviously I can't have it at my house. I've got to have it in here, as I won't be able to move it around on my own. So this is where it's going. And then you'll see in a minute I've moved the log burner in as well. So there's all the sink and everything that's going. All this is going off to scrap man and get gone and get tidy up. And this is where I've just cleared out the rubbish and put a bit of board across. That stopped the cages going forward. It's all I really need to stop the cages sliding out. It's a bit of a length of wood like that. So this is what I've got to focus on building at the moment, getting the bed sorted. Once this is gone, getting the door in there. And then at least the cats can then move in with me, me in the back and in there obviously with them. So they're not going to fret or stress while I'm in there with them. And it's quite nice to, have the bed with them because they sleep with me anyway. And here's the log burner in. Just put it on a bit of ply. There isn't enough room to put it on that bit there. So this is where I'm going to put it down. I'm going to have a little a wood stack cupboard to the right. Log burner's going to go there, and then the kitchen units will be to the left across there. A little bit around the corner as well for a bit of a table to drop down or lift up or something to eat at. But there she is. She's just sat there. And so I need to get some chimney pipes and flue and everything, buy that and get that secure. Across here is where I want a framework with a stable door in, so that's got to be done as well. So the stable door is going to be there, bath settee is going to be there, be a step up into the settee and a step down into the bath. That'd be the raised floor, hopefully be about 1 foot high, so the bath will be secured by the foot, the high flooring. So there'll probably be a step up, and that I say will keep all the little bit of fencing that I'm going to go around the outside, around the veranda, can be stored underneath that. It's only going to just allows a step to go up onto the bath settee, to be a high settee with a log burner, and then allow a bit of extra sort of height there, and then back down into this section where the cats will have their sort of freedom when we're parked up, and they'll have their own space. And the bed obviously is going to be handy for them to look at the window and see when they're up in their cage on the top. They can see when they're travelling. Just looking here to see what sort of insulation it is. It looks like a bit of what do you call it, marine ply. So I don't really want to sort of take that apart and ruin it, because obviously that'll go to the outside. So that's okay as it is. I say windows and everything, can leave it as is. I may put a bit of bubble wrap and then some cladding over the top to make it look a bit smarter, rather than take all the metal and everything off, which would probably be the simplest way of doing things. I don't think I'm not going to be able to do much more than that until, don't really sort of start dismantling and rebuilding, because need to put wiring in later. So here's the bath. It's a slipper bath, and that's what I'm going to be using. It's going to go onto the cats now. You're poking your tongue out at me. Okay, man. You're pretty quiet. I beg your pardon. Look at me state, mate. Well, I've discovered why I'm even hotter and sweatier than I normally am, and that's because I'm now going through the menopause. Now, if I wasn't having enough challenges regarding my health and my, depression, anxiety, my mental health condition, my physical hidden disabilities and everything else, excuse me being sweaty, the menopause is obviously going to really be quite challenging for me, because it heightens anxiety, it heightens depression. It will explain why I've had a few more struggles. Obviously I split up like this near people when I'm picking up the energies. Now to have this without being around people, it's just, it's a nightmare. Some buckets of water and everything are, back on me and everything. I really am having the whole works thrown at me at the moment. I've just got back from Grace. Now, even Destiny, the diesel heater stopped working and error codes come up, so I can't even sort of go down and spend time out with the cats or overnight or anything in Destiny now, with the cat. So I think I'm just going to accept the fact that we're stuck here until we have to go on the road, especially if I've got another litter of kittens due, if not two, end of January, beginning of February. We'll know that. Which again, that'd probably be best if they're raised here, and then when they're old enough, get moved into Grace. So I've got space to work on Grace and then put them in before we move, and they're just, they make do. The good thing is obviously being able to put two of these cages above Grace's cab. Save me building a cattery just to put 2 cages in that they're used to. It could be fabulous. Because worst case scenario with the garden, that we can put the 2 mums or 1 or 2 mums up with babies in there, and then the others can live in the area, the living area I'm going to have enclosed for them, or I'll put Sammy in one of the cages, and then, you know, have a cage on the floor. What I'm going to do, we'll see what happens regarding that further down the line. You know, I mean, I literally am living day by day at the moment. Yes, I've got to spend the last of my credit card credit on, you know, making that secure so we can move in. Because it may be that I've got to move into the lorry and sell Destiny to survive, which means then I'll have to, I don't know, get a pedal bike or moped or something to go backwards and forwards to the bungalow, which I can't really do. Can't really carry sort of loo buckets and things like that, can I? So it means a little car, but I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I mean, Destiny's so valuable to me. I don't really want to not be able to get to the shows. And obviously living so basically with no electric, no heat, no light, no nothing. In the lorry is going to be, with all the cats with no money, it's going to be really challenging. But if that's what we've got to do, if that's what I've got to do to survive, so be it. Obviously, there's no need for 2 vehicles, but it's, you know, I don't know if I can get a decent amount of money for Destiny. If I can't, then obviously the option still is to take everything off her, get all the solar panels off her and everything. But you know, she's a going concern and worth keeping together, really. And I need her to be sold to clear some of the debt. I don't know. I really don't know where I am. You know, I'm hoping all the shows go ahead next year. But even then, like I say, I haven't got any till March. I've really got to get things organised. I've got to get these other 2 cat cages that aren't going in the lorry into the bedroom, which means I've got to reorganise my bedroom. I've started off in my healing appointments back in the bungalow just to try and bring in some food money. So I need to have a bit of space in here around them, cat cages everywhere. So I need to obviously make a bit of space to work in here, so I can then, you know, get some clients back in. I've got 2 booked in already for that. I'll give myself a couple of weeks in January to get sorted. So either way, I've got to get my ass in gear. I've really struggled with doing things and say motivation and getting out of bed. Makes sense now. I'm ringing, phoning home more often, every couple of days, keeping in touch there. But it's like even with the lorry, I know I can't do it all on my own. I know I'm stuck. I haven't got the tools. I haven't got the ability and things like that, and probably haven't got the help. I mean, even the ones that I've sort of penciled in to book me in to help me, the funds aren't going to be there because the funds I need to survive are going to run out. It's just, what do you do? I mean, how do you work in this environment? Like I say, cat breeding's one thing, that's if they sell. But then that's it. Then after these letters, I'm going to then, you know, new to the girls, and either sell Sammy or, you know, he'll have to be sort of just there for now till we can afford a better girl later on. But by the time that happens, you know, it could be that he's lost his fertility by then, you know, or not wanting to breed. So, you know, maybe I've got to, you know, obviously if I get my little white baby out of these litters, at least I've got a white cat and then I can move him on. I don't want to move him on, but I also can't, you know, offer them the life that they need if I can't drive very far. At the moment, I'm not even getting in the bloody lorry, but the lorry I know is going to feel wonderful. It's going to be wonderful, but that's a long-term project. And like I said, I have to just move in with them in basically a bare shell with just a couple of things in it. It's like Destiny all over again, like I said. But there again, I'm living realistically. You know, everything I've got is on credit, so I don't really own any of it. So, you know, it's only right that it goes. And I'll have to sort of work from scratch and trust that I can sell stuff, or I can get some healing done, or I'll get the donations for the food and everything. Obviously I'm going to try and keep hold of the council bungalow. That is the base. That's got the facilities here for the shower and the washing machine and everything like that. But again, you know, my income to cover everything can't really pay for a vehicle and the bungalow. That's to be right on, I'll say, the basic benefit type side of things, if there's no work coming in. So again, it'd be a scenario where I've got to choose. But anyway, let's not be all doom and gloom. Say, going back down to Grace today is lovely. It's exciting. But I've got so much to do here. I've got to clear it out. I've got things to sell. I mean, now I've got all the dimensions and everything. At least I can work out what I can keep. Things like my desk I wanted to put in there won't go through the doors. So anything in the living area by the front of the lorry has to be built. So at least knowing that means I can move on stuff from here, or just sort of, you know, cut right back down to basics. So like I've got an antique table here now, still I haven't sold. Could go. I mean, even like 20 quid at the moment coming here and there is you know, feeds the cats for a few days, you know. Anyway, it's New Year coming up. We'll start manifesting, keep trusting and believing. I have my home. You know, there may not be anything in it, but I have my home, and I'm so grateful for that. I mean, the lorry regarding that. It's the cat's home. The cats need that home. You know, I need to get them in there so I can keep my cats. And, you know, I'm blessed for that. Whether or not we can afford to feed me and them and survive the coming year remains to be seen. But we've just got to keep our head up, hold on in there. Like I said, I can't really sort of think about bankruptcy and things like that until the kittens have been born and sold. Because obviously that being income, that may just keep us afloat. And by then, obviously, we'll be out at the shows and everything. And again, once I've got myself out and noticed and seeing regarding that. But if this COVID continues and stops everything, then I'm done. And that's going to be really hard. But anyway, let's keep everything crossed. I'll obviously keep you updated regarding the lorry right now, because I just want to sit here and hide again for New Year. I'm on my own for New Year again, as I was for Christmas. Grace is okay, and you know, she's absolutely fine. Nobody's touching her. I didn't actually start her, so I was too busy taking the measurements. I'm going to do some scale drawings of her now, and work out work out how I want it to be. So I have the two different sort of blueprints regarding that. Blueprint sounds posh, doesn't it? And then obviously if anybody, I can then ask for help about what do I do about how do I insulate the back so I can put the fire in. So I obviously can't fit the fire until the floor is a bit stronger and the walls are insulated. I can't really afford to insulate, so basically I want to put something behind the ply. Even if I just do that one wall for now, just so I can get the fireplace put in situ. Don't really matter about insulating the rest of the place. Maybe just got to sell the ply, like I say, to help our funds, and do it all later. But that one wall that the fireplace is going to be against, I need done, so I can obviously get the fire put in. I need that heat. That is going to be my lifeline. So obviously the rest of my pennies has to go on the fire, the fireplace, the fireproof wall, the chimney, and everything I need regarding that. So I need help regarding that. So if anybody is able to just insulate that wall and put the fireplace in, please shout. Liam, if you can do that. You know, I mean, I don't know if Liam will do that. I don't know if even, I don't think, sort of whether I'm booked in or not, but I think with Liam I really need to be able to give him a whole amount of work. And I don't think that's going to happen. So we will speak to him and see if he's able just to do that wall and the fireplace. If not, then obviously I'll be begging for some help. or advice how to do that. I mean, my head is just, I don't know what to do. Obviously, I've got to focus on getting the cages in, the cat cages in there, and doing a doorway, a framed doorway. So that even if anybody can build that doorway frame for me, that would be wonderful, please. Or, you know, it's like I could do it, but I'd bodge it, and it'd be a shame for me to do a bodge when it really needs to be quite secure. So the priorities are obviously an extra doorway into the cat living area so that they can't escape. The little where you go in through to the cab, the through cab section needs a doorway and a cat flap in, and obviously get the cat cages on top of the bed, but that's fine, I can do that. And the wall of insulation, or the ply up against that wall where the fire's going to go and put the fireplace in. I can get Rick and everything's going to be doing my big stable door and everything later, and sorting my bath out. That will come later, you know, that will happen when it happens. But how it is at the moment, just by having everything put in the back, just have it sat freely. Hopefully I can move like that, hopefully it'd be safe. I'll just run with it. Anyway, I've got a lot of junk to get rid of. I've got to do some tip runs. I can't do tip runs in my lorry. I can't do tip runs in my van. I can't get the stuff in. I might be able to, actually. We'll have to see if they let me in. And I've got to get rid of that sink and cooker and everything. I don't know if the tips take that. I might just get one of these scrap collectors to come and collect everything from me. That would obviously help. But then, you know, I don't really want everybody seeing in the lorry and making it more vulnerable. I think I just need that a bit of extra help and boost. And I know a lot of people can really help me at the weekend, so I'll obviously hope that you can come and help me then and join me then, and you know, have a little bit of work party just to sort of motivate me and help me. But anyway, until then, Happy New Year, and I hope things are going better your end. You know, much love to you all. Keep positive and all that, and hopefully I'll survive all these challenges to come. You know, we know it's going to be a year of whatever, but bottom line is I'm still so blessed. This is why I wanted to make sure I got everything I needed, make sure I bought my home, got Grace in for my new home, and come what may, I'm holding on to her. In everything else goes, I'm holding on to her, and that's mine and the cat's home, and I couldn't wish for more. Obviously get it done out, but you know what I mean. I've got her, and I'm very blessed to have her, and as long as I can hold on to her, then we'll be okay. Catch you later. Bye for now.